Good question. First of all, we were in the pub.
Having water, a lot of water.
Always water in
Always
the pub
water
for
in the
Joe
pub.
and I. Joe had been in touch with me and said, we'd love to work with GSC. It's something that we'd been talking about for a long time. The Arno were looking toward their opening production post-renovation and thinking about what that might be. And then we started reminiscing about the Comedy of Errors that Joe had directed for us in 2008.
And we thought, well, Sarah thought, let's do the Comedy of Errors and let's see what happens backstage at the Comedy of Errors. So there's various scenes in Comedy of Errors, like the famous door scene, where perhaps you can see what's happening on the other side of the door. And we played with that for a little bit. And then we thought, well, how do you sustain that into a story? And then round and round the houses, but we came up with the idea that actually what you can do is follow a Gian, the old man story, because Comedy of Errors starts with a Gian showing up in Act 1, and then you don't see him again until Act 5. And yet his is the arc of the play, because he's come to look for his sons, is sentenced to death, and is told he's got a day to find the money, and you don't see him until the end when he shows up again without the money, but he finds his sons. So that gave us the arc of the story. So that enabled us to go to Phil and say, here's a brief for the play.